All right, we're reviewing chapter 8, so everything with exponentials and logs. Starting with problems 1 and 2, we will make t-charts. And for exponentials, what are nice exponents to use? Probably just -1, 0, and 1. Because if you start picking larger numbers, you know exponential numbers grow so quickly, we could get numbers that we can't even use on our graph because it's only 10 by 10. So I always just do -1, 0, 1 for exponential t-charts. So you plug those in. You're going to have 2 to the -1 is flip, 2 to the 0 is 1, 2 to the 1 is 2. So we have 3 usable points for our graph. You want the horizontal part of it to be really nice and flat and not go below the line. And we're done. This one is growth because 2, that's a growth number. 1/4 or a fraction less than 1, that's a decay number. They want domain and range also. So domain is all real numbers and range is y greater than 0. That's pretty much what it'll always be for the functions that we graph, at least the exponential ones. All right, exponential decay. All exponential functions, we like to use -1, 0, and 1. So we'll have 1/4 to the power -1 flips it over. 1/4 to the power 0 turns into 1. And 1/4 to the power 1 stays itself. It's decay because it's a fraction less than 1. Domain is the same, all real numbers. Range is the same, y greater than 0. Let's plot our points. Make sure the horizontal part of this is really nice and flat, doesn't go below the line, and done. Let's try some solving. Okay, solve the equation. When in doubt, hedge. So we're going to hedge the 16 and the 64. 16 divided by 2, 8. So 16 becomes 2 to the 4th. Don't forget about the x being there. We have to hedge the 64 as well. So we get 2 to the 6th power. Almost done. Now that I have a base 2 on both sides, I can cancel it and get 4x equals 6. I still need to solve for x, so how do I get rid of the times 4? Divide it. So we get x equals 6/4 or 3/2 if we reduce it. So when in doubt, hedge. Let's see if we can do that on the next one. This one's nice because it's already 5s on both sides, so we don't even have to hedge. We check if there's hedging to do, there isn't. So we go straight to 3 equals y minus 1. Now we solve for y by adding 1. And done. All right, problem 5. We've got to hedge 8 and 16. So we get 2 to the 3rd, don't forget the exponent, and 2 to the 4th. Don't forget the exponent. Now that we have 2's on both sides, we can just cancel it. and bring down the exponent. So we've got 3 times negative 4x is negative 12x, and 4 times 3 is 12. How do we get rid of the times negative 12? And it is multiplying, so divide. That cancels it out, so we just have x equals, divide those two, negative 1. Let's keep going. 3 more of this kind. Problem 6, we need to hedge both sides. We hedge 9 by some 3's and 81 by some 3's. So 9 makes 3 squared, don't forget the exponent, and 81 makes 3 to the 4th, don't forget the exponent. Now we just simplify. So these 3's are about to cancel out, and I'll just have 2 times x minus 2 and 4 times negative x plus 2. Now we should distribute. So we get 2x minus 4 equals negative 4x plus 8. Now just a few more steps to solve. I'll start by adding the 4x over to the other side. So we get 6x minus 4 equals 8. Add the 4 both sides. 6x equals 12. Divide the 6. X equals 2. The next 2 problems are just more of the exact same thing. So we start by hedging. Hedge 27. So we have 3 to the 3rd power, don't forget the exponent. 3 to the 2nd power, don't forget the exponent. Now we can cancel those 3's and bring down the exponents. So 3 times 3x and 2 times 2x minus 1. Let's multiply. We're going to get 9x equals 4x minus 2. Almost done. Let's subtract the 4x over. So we have 5x equals negative 2. How do we get rid of times 5? Divide it. So we get x equals negative 2 over 5. Done. We are making good progress. Last one of these. We hedge the 4 and the 2. So that means 4 is 2 squared. Don't forget the exponent. And the other side, you can't even really hedge 2. You just write 2 and don't forget the exponent. What's the invisible exponent right there? 1. Now we can go ahead and cross out those 2's. So we have 2 times 2x equals 1, so 4x equals 1. We're almost done. How do we stop multiplying by 4? Divide it. Done. Final answer.